I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found the peace that comes from watching my fishies as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Here we are, one more time, doing it again. And here's Spike, doing it again, one more time. Thank you, Bob. What a thank you. All my friends coming together in one place. And especially, here's Dina.
Hey everybody, how's it going, Father Fish?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing good, can't complain.
Goodness sakes. Well, I had a little nap.
Hey, that's good.
I'm feeling a bit more alert. Oh, goodness. Welcome, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who's here. Kimco, Super 9 Polar Bear. Now, we have a newbie, Z Blubsy. We need to get, excuse me. We need to get Z Blubsy a wrench.
Yeah, we do.
Get him in the club. There we go.
Actually, he has a question. Z Bubsley says, I have a question. Why does my tank have bubbles climbing up on top?
I don't know. Do you have a bed in there?
That would be a good indication of it.
Sometimes that'll happen. You get bubbles. Generally, it happens. Let me think now. It happens when there is something that's creating tension on the water surface. It could be algae. It could be some kind of an aerosol. It could even be, actually, it could even be detergent. It's just something you need to try to be aware of. You can generally skim it off or take it out with a net. I would tend to do that. Jonathan Colvin. Hello, Jonathan. Let's get Jonathan a wrench here. If you do.
And Mike did another super chat. Thank you, Mike. Mike did another super chat.
I thought there were two, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, sure enough. You go, Mike. What now? Yeah, there it is. Just like the other one. Oh, he got, let's see. The first one. Yeah, his symbol is up. Huh. Super sticker. Thank you, Mike. Let's see. We'll put Mike's banner up. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Mercy. Oh, golly. So we're getting a new rack built. And we're going to be making some changes with our fish population. I've decided what I want to do is specialize in unique and unusual fish. So the tanks are not going to be a lot of common fish. There are going to be a lot of uncommon fish, and it'll be more or less one population or maybe two per tank. I've got about 20 10-gallon tanks. So that's the way they'll be set up. Those 20 tanks, each of them will be a specialized tank with genuinely unusual fish in them. And then I've got another 11, 12, another dozen larger tanks that will have communities of fish in them. So we'll see how all that works out.
That's going to be really cool.
It should be nice. Yeah, I want to be able. The other thing I want to do is make sure that all of our plants are on display in all of the tanks, and that they're labeled, so people will know what they are, and then it'll be a lot easier for us to go around tank by tank and do pictures of what those plants look like in a tank. So I'm going to try to make that happen as well. Well, Jacob is anxious to get in. Hi, Jacob.
Hey, Jacob.
Hey, how's it going? So I wanted to let you know that for once in my system, I've done it. I've actually expanded the diversity. Look at this. I'm in low 80s. Okay, before I couldn't get it below 86, and for 4 days now, 3 or 4 days, I'm like 82. I'm right above the 80 mark.
Oh, good.
See, 82. I'm holding 82 strong.
Nice.
Look, keyholes ain't getting infected. Usually it was caused within a few hours, if that, and I was getting hammered with ick as soon as that temperature dropped. And now nothing. And I've successfully been able to drop that temperature, the parameter of the temperature this time successfully without it becoming a detrimental problem like it was last time, safely.
Nice.
Crystal clear.
Looks great. Good job.
Crystal clear. You can't beat it.
Right.
But then this Friday, I am going to fix these few little mess ups that was created because I'm not having this system go bad at all. I don't want that to happen.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then look, the jungle, it is going bananas back here.
Oh,
it's shooting runners everywhere.
The tank that the Abba is in has jungle veil in it so thick that you literally cannot see through it. And the fronds are 5 to 6 feet long. It's stupid crazy.
Oh, this one's going really big. I like this leaf. This leaf's about an inch.
Nice.
Very little though. algae,
Very
which
good.
is
Right.
look.
Looking good, Jacob. Thank you so
There's
much.
Yeah, thank
there's
you.
the
It looks great.
What happened
I,
here?
I'm not sure. Don't know.
Oh my.
Mike, 1993 has a question for you, Father Fish. How
Okay.
much do you charge for assassin snails?
For a what?
Assassin snails?
I don't sell them. I won't sell assassin snails. And the main reason is that if you get them going, that's all you wind up with. And once they're finished killing all the snails, then they'll go after everything else in the tank. They're very undesirable critters.
Makes
Um,
sense.
and, the reality is, if you've got an overabundance of snails, it's because you're doing something wrong.
Mhm.
There will only be an overabundance of snails if they're keeping you from crashing your tank.
Mhm.
Oh dear, here we go. Nico World. My tank is crashed, all my plants died. How do I fix it? I needed to do a deep water change. Kept some roots blooming. I'm confused about your question. Are you saying that a major water change is what crashed the tank? Is that what you're saying there? And
I'm,
when you talk about roots blooming, deep water change that kept some roots, does that mean some of the plants are still alive? Is there anything I can do? Well, yes, there certainly is. Um, and what you want to do is the least draconian thing you can do. If you will use a net and just kind of swirl, I showed a video about that, and get everything, a fine mesh net, just get everything loose out of the tank. All the mold, all the gunk, everything just back and forth. Get some water current going so you can be catching all that. Get it all out of the tank. Squeeze out the filters if you've got sponge filters. If you have a hang on the back, put new material in it and let it run. Within 2 to 3 days, the water will be clear. Within a week, it'll be back to normal. That's unless there's something else going on that's deeper and more dramatic. But generally speaking, a tank that is crashed will rebalance itself in a very short period of time. So if you take everything that's dead out of the tank and give it a chance to rebalance itself, and then you're good to go at that point. There's no longer a problem. The problem is that she's saying summer alive, remove majority, squeeze. Okay, so just let it sit there, let it run. It'll clear itself out, and then you'll be okay. You'll be able to. I would start by putting some new plants in and a few fish, just a few. Um, a few small fish, common fish, preferably like guppies or mollies or platies, something like that. Maybe even danios, something small and inexpensive, and just a few, and make sure they're going to be okay. Leave them in there for a week. If everything's all right, then you can add a little more and just gradually, slowly let it build back up. The thing that's important to understand when a tank crashes is that that event has a duration. And the duration is a function of how much waste is left in the tank. So if you take the bulk of that out, the dead fish and the dead plants and whatever else caused it, a can of fish food, whatever, get it all out of there, then the tank will rebalance itself really very quickly. Won't take much time at all, a few days, and it'll be perfectly normal again. So a tank crashes when something causes the oxygen level to drop precipitously. That's when fish die. And they die by cascade effect. There will be one or two die. They begin to deteriorate very quickly, creating bacteria, which will cause more to die. Now, it doesn't happen if one little fish dies or two little fish die. Doesn't happen. It's when there is a major blow up of fish. I just got fish in yesterday. Trying to think. There was one species that came in that crashed overnight. Can't remember what it was. There were 8 or 10 in a 10-gallon tank, but they were a little less than an inch long, and they all died. So they were dead when they came in the bag, virtually. I mean, just barely holding on. So they died, and I noticed them this morning, but there was nothing else wrong with the tank. It wasn't enough volume to really make a difference. Freddie Rue, water isn't see-through, a lot of gunk and algae. That's Winnie Fleet. Just do what I've suggested. Use a fine mesh net and swirl it in there to get all that debris out. If there's excess algae, turn the lights off. Turn all of the lights off and leave them off for 2 full days. You may need to leave them off for 3 days. The algae requires light on a continuing basis in order to survive. If it gets no light for 2 days in a row, it will die. It doesn't have reserves the way a plant with roots does. A plant with roots can go without light for a week or more, maybe even 2 weeks, with no light at all, because it has reserves. Algae does not. And so algae will die very quickly. It's like, think of baby fish. Baby fish have to eat all the time because they have no fat reserves. If they don't eat, they die. And they can die very quickly. They can die in some of them in a matter of hours. But the clownfish, the saltwater clownfish, those babies will die in 2 to 3 hours if they have no food. From the time they hatch, if they don't have rotifer in front of their nose that they can bite on, they would be dead in 2 hours.
Wow, that's impressive.
they have no reserves at all. And algae is the same way. So just cut the lights off. You're not going to hurt the plants, but you will 2 to 3 days. Usually it takes 3, but you can do 2 if it freaks you out too bad. And it'll cut it way back. And then you can do it a little more again if you need to. But algae is the easiest thing in the world to control. It is so simple. It's a function of excess light and nutrients. But it requires both light and nutrient. So if you get rid of the light, even if the nutrient's there, plant's not going to be able to, the algae's not going to be able to do anything with it because it has to be able to do photosynthesis in order to generate energy to keep itself alive.
That makes sense.
It makes sugars and it feeds on the sugar. Now, I want to get into brackish breeding for a mono and cappuccino. Yeah, brackish is, I got a brackish tank right here in back of me. I don't know if you can see it. I finally got some water in it.
Oh, cool.
I've got some local natives in it. Right here. Oh boy, we got babies.
Oh, cool.
Oh boy. I've been waiting for that. Nice.
That is awesome news.
I just saw 3 or 4, which means there are a lot more. Oh, that is so cool. And they're pretty good size. They're about 1/4 of an inch.
That is awesome.
Nice. These are a pupfish. They're native to the entire coast, the entire east coast of the United States. They're related to the desert pupfish. They can be a beautiful fish. I don't know if you can see the babies. I can see a few back there in the plants. Not a lot of them. I would expect to see more, but I'm just delighted to see a few. Nice. There may be a lot more in that plant.
It probably is.
It's a macroalgae that has kind of taken a hold in there. These are the males. See the iridescence?
They are gorgeous.
They are beautiful little fish.
And those were wild caught in the Chesapeake Bay?
Oh, yeah. Pretty fish.
Yeah,
Those
they are.
Lighter colored ones are the females. So neat. Yeah, see
Yeah,
a
it
big
is.
one there. Wow. Nice.
I'm so
Anyway,
excited they finally
yeah.
in fry.
If you can get to brackish water,
Mhm.
just take what you need. Take take sand or mud or whatever out of the creek. Use it as your substrate. Sand, it'll be live sand, so it's really perfect. Whatever plants you can find, generally it's going to be some form of macroalgae. If you're in the Florida area or around the Gulf of America, it'll be you'll be able to find some pretty nice plants.
Mhm.
The ones on up the coast they get less and less nice until you get up into cold water. And you can do if you're up like in Maine, Canada, up into Vermont, you can use that water as well. It like from the river. You want brackish, you don't want salt.
Mhm.
and it'll work really well. It's absolutely perfect. Mike Mike came up with another $10. Gilding, gilding the lily here, is it? Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, thank you.
Lori, on the East Coast and the DMV, Washington, D. Well, that's perfect. So the Potomac River, the Chesapeake Bay, just pull your substrate out of there, take the water out of there, set the whole tank up 100% native. Won't cost you a penny to do it. Yeah, get everything right out of the bay, right out of the river, and then get neurite snails. There are fancy neurites you can raise that'll do very, very well. The zebra neurites, horned neurites, some of the new fancy rainbow neurites are coming in. So it's good. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. Christian is going to the Gulf for a week.
Cool.
Laser's going to be dragging. Yeah, I'll bet. Right. What is this? Do you want to announce it? What is NC?
NC's now on Aquabid.
Oh, I see.
Mhm.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I
it's
did
such a great
Aquabid.
setup.
Yeah, I did Aquabid for years.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Scored. 5 gallon. Yep. So the issue is that Amano shrimp will do fine in that water. You'll be able to put them directly into that water, and they will they'll be able to breed in there. You need to make sure you get plants though. You want macroalgae plus any other kind of plant that you can get established. That's going to make a huge difference for the snails and for the shrimp. So be sure to do that. But yeah, lots of fun. The other thing you can do in that environment is seahorses.
Oh, that'd be
You can do seahorses in that same water. The pygmy seahorse requires a higher salinity, but the erectus, the big seahorse, they are wild, native in the Chesapeake Bay. The crabbermen catch them routinely on their crab pots. Didn't used to, but since they started using pots, when they pull the pot up, very often the seahorse will just hang on to the wire and come all the way up and out of the water. And they'll wind up with 2 or 3 every time they go out.
Oh,
They're
wow.
big numbers, but I'm trying to get a crabberman to start saving them for me. I may need to go down to Chrisfield and just hit up a bunch of the crabbers and ask them to hold them, and then go down there once a week and pick them up or whatever. I used to do that in Florida with the shrimp boats, because the bait shrimpers would come up with them all the time.
That's really cool.
The seahorses are a lot of fun too. They're real easy to keep. You can develop culture if you live near the bay or near the Gulf or the ocean. It's real easy to establish various cultures of live food to be able to feed the seahorses. So that's an exciting thing to do as well. Lots of fun things you can do with saltwater. Freshwater too, for that matter. Boy, I was looking at a picture today. Where did I see it? I think on Facebook. It was a shiner a mountain shiner. Just the prettiest fish I've ever seen. I don't know if I could get back to it, but it's pretty nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of nice shiners.
Yeah, one of the things you want to do, Christian, is while you're there, collect as much rock as you can. Don't take it out of the water. In Florida, at least, it's illegal to do that. But if it's up on shore, you can take it. And very often, the fossilized coral on the shore is much more interesting because it's rain washed rather than sea washed, which gives you much nicer nooks and crannies and sharper edges. It's pretty cool stuff if you can find it. A little hard to find. If you get down to the Keys, there's more there. When can I put shrimp or snails in my tank? Day one. Go to the Potomac. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, the neorites, there are so many really cool neorites that are popular, easy to sell, and you can sell them $5 to $10 a piece. I mean, it's a high ticket item for something that you can raise by the hundreds. It's a pretty good deal.
Right.
I need to do it, actually. I need to get into it. That's a good project for me. Now that I got this staff here looking for things to do.
Mm-hmm. And thank you, Freddie Roo, for the $1.19 super chat.
Oh, thank you, Freddie. That's pound.
Oh, it's
Is
pounds?
that sign?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah. So that's about $5, I guess. Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Thank you, Freddie.
Thank you.
Rental box trailer to bring back. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. 1 inch of mud, 2 inches of sand. Now, you don't need to do it that way. If you're doing wild, just collect from open water, collect substrate, and put that directly in the tank. That's live culture. You're putting it in the tank. You don't need to cap it. It's already capped. It's already there. Just get a bucket of it and dump it in the tank. It'll be a little cloudy perhaps, but that's going to clear up very quickly. The other thing is I usually do not do filters in brackish water tanks or saltwater tanks. I do power heads. And the reason is if you do like sponge filters, you get splashing and it creates salt incrustation all over everything. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I've got sponge filters in here. And look what it's doing.
Oh, wow.
See that mess?
Yeah, that is a mess.
It really is. So you can avoid all of that by just not doing anything that bubbles. Yeah, I got 2 sponges in here. There's one. There's another one back there, I think. These babies fascinate me. I'm really excited. I've been trying for years to get them. I spawned them years ago. And has been trying to do it ever since. And I've managed to pull it off again. I can't imagine. If they've done a little, they'll do more. So there will be more and more in here. There's a nearite. There's another one, I think. There are a few in here. I need to put more in here. That'll get this going. And that'll also allow me to braid them. So I've already got a tank I can put them in. I just need to get a handful and stick them in here. And I just got a bunch yesterday. So Here we go.
That's gonna be cool.
Gonna do it.
Yeah. Mike 1993 has a question. How do you get neurites to stop crawling out of the tank?
Well, good question. You gotta make them happy. They're crawling out of the tank because they're not happy. They're looking for a better environment. And the reason is you got them in fresh water, and they really do not prefer fresh water. They really prefer salt water. So create a brackish tank to grow neorites in, and it will allow you to hatch them. No longer we have those little tiny white dots everywhere that never hatch.
Right?
Tag, they'll hatch.
That sounds like a fun project.
Manice Michael. Hello.
Hi, everyone.
How are you?
I'm good. How's everyone today?
Oh,
Good.
good. Thank you. That's a
Awesome.
nice tank.
Mhm.
Thank you. Yep. Set it up how you say. Dirt on the bottom with sand.
Nice. Look at that.
I
Gorgeous.
put. It looks like more sand here because I like the look of the sand in the front. So there's dirt behind that.
Yeah, you've got with you some little gravels on the top. That's nice. And leaves. Look at this. Gorgeous.
That is beautiful. I love the shrimp too.
Grasses.
I just had babies, but I think some of them are a mono shrimp.
Oh, that could be. They're clear, huh?
Well, there's like darker ones in there. I don't know if you can see them, and they're growing a lot faster than the red ones.
Oh, really? Oh, nice. Huh.
Mhm.
I see the red ones.
Yeah, I'll have to wait until they get bigger.
Nice. Pretty better.
Oh yeah. Wow, look at those fins and the coloration.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice.
Looks great. I love it.
Yep,
Mhm.
just put in some
Well, I
dwarf hair grass,
yes.
Love it.
some Christmas moss on the driftwood back here.
Right.
Mhm.
But yeah, this one's good. 12 cardinals and just shrimp, and the one male beta,
Love it.
and then this one.
Oh, that's
This one I showed before, and I called my beta a guppy, but
He's pretty.
she's
Right.
really nice. This one has a red really shrimp in it and some cardinal tetras, or sorry, some chili
Right.
rasboras.
Right. Nice.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to wait until those shrimp get bigger. There's a bunch on the filter back there too, to see if they are mono shrimp or not. And then I got this other tank here. This is my biggest one on.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the cat's so cute. That's a beautiful tank.
This is a 29 gallon, and I have about 12 Celestial Pearl Daniels.
Oh, very good.
And then I just got yesterday some Ember Tetras.
Oh, cool.
Look, there's a little bed up there too. Looks
Yep.
wonderful. Very nice.
Yeah, all thanks to you, Father Fish, using your technique. This one is the newest tank, so the plants are coming in slowly.
Yeah.
I put in some Monte Carlo yesterday. We'll see how that goes.
Good for you. That's great.
But yeah, just wanted to show you my progress, and thank you for all the support and all the knowledge that you're giving everyone.
You bet. Well, thank you so much. It's
Yeah,
wonderful to see.
Thank you so much.
All
Bye-bye
right.
now.
Bye for now. David Fink is here. Let's get David up.
Mhm.
Hi, David.
Hello, can you hear me?
Mhm.
Yes.
All right.
Your tank
Yeah,
is your
I
tank is
finally got brave enough to show my stuff
Need to
off here.
turn.
going. You got
Uh,
it standing on end.
Yeah, it needs to turn to the side a little bit.
Now
Yeah.
it's upside down.
Hmm.
oh, okay.
There. Now it's standing on end. There you go.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, guys. I just wanted to get on here and let y'all look at it for a bit.
Oh, very nice.
Uh,
It is nice.
I like the. Is that quartz?
that is. It's been picked out on the side of the river bank, or creek bank,
Wow,
and
very nice.
That
hey,
is nice.
this thing is showing backwards, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. It's reverse angle from way it is in the tank.
Yeah,
'Cause
right. Oh, and
the,
that's true.
yeah,
What are
yeah.
the fish?
I I got 20 ground crew in here. I got 10 Corys, 10 Ottos, and 2 Plecos that are bristle nose. I have 18 other swimmers. 4 of them are Denison barbs. The rest of them are rainbow fish. I got 2 males of each kind, except and 2 females of the Murray river fish, I think they call them, and I got the turquoise, and I also have some. These right here, them right there. I never can get the name right. I got the pair of each of those.
That are
So
rain.
I got about 38 fish in here.
Oh,
Well,
that's
nice.
cool.
Yeah, yeah, and things have improved greatly over the past month and a half since I got my grow light. Previous to that, with the old light, I was getting a little bit disappointed because things just didn't seem to be doing exactly what I was hoping for. But it's coming along pretty nicely, I think.
Good. It
I
looks
know I enjoy it greatly.
good.
Yeah,
Right.
it's my new TV screen basically about it.
Right.
Yeah, I hear you. But I just wanted everybody to see and let you know it's coming along.
Well, thank you, David. I love your tank.
Yeah,
Thank you
Very
very
thank you.
much. Y'all
well.
have a good day, and I
Yeah.
hope things are going well for you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Hey, you take
Bye,
care, Dina.
bye for
You take
now.
care too.
Yeah.
Caden Edwards is here.
Hello, Father Fish.
Hi, Caden.
Hi. I just had this quick problem. I was like removing one piece of plant and it pulled up a bunch of roots and like a bunch of this soil came on top and I'm not sure what to do. Here, let me try to
Well, let me
zoom
see.
in.
What are we looking at?
You can kind of see the soil on top. I don't really have a better angle than this, really. You can see all that brown. That's the soil as my sand is white.
Oh, let me hold on a minute. Let me get a better look at this.
Yeah, I don't have really a better angle than this.
I just don't think it's an issue.
So like like it should be fine.
Yeah, I don't see a problem really. You've got a little sediment in there. What
Yeah,
kind
I
of
think I do right there.
fish are in the tank?
I
Oh,
have about 20 shrimp and 14 ember tetras.
oh, okay. What size tank is it?
It is a 10-gallon.
10. All right. I don't think you've got a problem.
All right, that sounds good. I was just really worried for a minute.
It's not scummy on the surface. The water's a little bit cloudy, but not dangerously so, I don't think.
And what signs can I look for if it starts getting worse?
Well, if it gets scummy on the top, then what I would do is um, just kind of skim it off you'll lose a bunch of your. Is that red root or is that
Is that
water,
what? Oh yeah, I have red roots and frog bit and some water lettuce mix.
bit? Yeah, combination.
Yeah.
No, I think it's fine. I don't think you have a problem at all.
Oh, good to hear then. Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, Kate.
Have a good day.
Bye
You
bye.
too. Let's see. There he is. Jaden's got a question for you, Father Fish. What plants do you find being in acidic tank water with discus?
Wow. Polygetons, the bulb plants. That's about the only plant that does really well in acid water. It's also a plant that plant eaters will not eat, by and large. I mean, with some exceptions, but by and large, the plant eaters don't mess around with the bulb plants, with the polygetons. I think there's a toxicity to them because the leaves are very delicate. I mean, you'd think they would just be scarfed up mercilessly,
Right?
but they're not. So you're talking about who's doing shrimp? You gonna do shrimp?
Yeah, I've been debating on it. I'm debating on breeding 3 different colors. I'm not 100% sure yet. I've got to get all the tanks set up, but that's what I'm thinking about doing.
We got some shrimp coming. I probably will get some grass shrimp too this spring.
Oh, that'll be cool.
And at least put them in the brackish tank.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's going to be fun.
A shell dweller tank.
Oh, that would be cool.
Well, as a matter of fact, we're going to be doing that tomorrow. As a matter of fact,
Oh, that'll be fun.
we've got a bunch of shell dwellers coming in tomorrow.
Awesome.
So I need to, and I don't have a tank set up for them.
Uh-oh.
I don't know how many shells I got. Brenda, you need to go over to the art store and get a couple of bags of shells, snail type shells. We got a bunch in the vats too, dead snail shells. We're gonna need a whole mess of them for these guys, and then I got to figure out what tank I want to put them in, and they need to go in a bigger tank, so that's going to be somewhat tricky. But they will be here tomorrow.
That's going to be exciting.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Leo, how are you? How are you and Dina? We are good.
We're doing good.
Who just came up? Danio CZ.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. The platy has finally laid her gave birth.
Awesome.
Yeah. I was at school when it happened, but when I came home, there was still about like 24 fry left. So I scooped those up into my other fry tank, and I'm gonna be ordering a bigger fry tank tomorrow.
Wonderful. What kind of fry are they?
Platies and Danios.
Very good.
Celestial pearl Danios.
Wonderful. That's exciting.
And I'm also I have the coolie loaches in here. They're enjoying it. They love the leaves.
I love
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Looks wonderful.
Thank you. Well, wouldn't have happened if I haven't found your channel, but I did,
Well,
so
I
it's
appreciate
nice.
it. And yet I was looking at that tank and thinking the same thing, and thinking
Yeah,
how many people are enjoying their aquarium because they're able to do exactly what you've done here. They're able to
yeah,
create a living environment.
yeah. Uh, I was trying to do that after I saw your videos because it all just makes sense. I love biology and, well, it just makes sense, the things you say.
It does.
So I started doing it and it's working pretty well. And I have some oak leaves, I think they are. Yeah, oak leaves.
Yeah, yeah.
And I went on a walk yesterday and I picked some more. So I'm gonna prepare them tomorrow. I still like to boil them, but so to remove any pests from outside because there are a lot of dragonflies and stuff like that in my uh, area, and also it helps because then they go to the bottom of the tank.
Or you get some jars. Set up some jars. That way,
Yeah, I already have one here.
again, there you go. Sure enough.
I have a jar here. I have some sea shrimp right here,
Look at that. All right.
That's cool.
Nice.
and also leeches. And I don't know where they are right now, but yeah, right here, a scud.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
yeah. Very cool. How about that?
But I'm
John.
thinking of maybe adding three guppies to the tank
Oh, good idea.
because I'm also thinking of one day selling fish, so I can buy more plants and buy more tanks and stuff like that.
You bet.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Uh, so uh, I was thinking that I heard that platies and guppies can school together because they're uh, like similarly sized and
Yeah.
also both like bears.
Yeah.
So, uh,
Yeah, I keep mine
do you
together.
think they will fit? Because this is a 14 gallon, like uh, 10 and a half. So, uh, I have about like six coolies in here and eight corridors. The Daniels, I have about 10 of them and three platies.
Nice.
Yeah, and 20 blue dream shrimp, which
Oh,
I don't
cool.
know if where she is. Yeah, right there. I hope I could zoom that in, but that big shrimp right there, oh, right there, that's a mom shrimp. I saw it giving birth a few minutes ago.
Uh-huh.
So uh, that's the gift of life.
I love it.
But
Yep.
some of the shrimp I hope are gonna survive because I do have some moss in here. But if some are eaten, well, that's just nature.
Right.
At least they have a good snack.
Right.
Right.
Worst case scenario.
I love
But
it. You're doing really well.
Yeah, you are.
the Daniel fry in here, there's a ton of it. I think there's like 30 of them,
Wow.
and
Cool.
about 10 of them have like uh, problems with their spines or something like that.
Oh,
But uh, that just happens. So yeah, uh, they're living pretty well, even the ones with the problems, and the platies. are also, I think, doing well. If I could spot some of them, are they right
Oh,
there
that sure enough,
in the back?
That's not one of the fry.
and that's fun.
Yeah, it is.
But I'm excited to get the new tank. Uh, in one way because the fry will be in a bigger tank where they can grow better, and also because I can finally put more substrate in this.
Right.
Because I don't want to really disturb the babies, and even if I was okay with that, the water just drips down the sides all the time when I put my hands in because it's just a tiny tank. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I think 3 gallons.
Right.
But
Wonderful.
I've been also thinking uh, I can't find any kind of baby brine shrimp at anywhere like in my area
Have you tried putting
to
green water?
buy. If you don't know where to find it in nature,
Well, they certainly ought to be available.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
well, yeah,
go on Amazon.
okay.
There should be somebody locally, somebody in Europe, maybe
Hmm.
Germany. That's
Yeah,
You can also make a
but
green water culture, and they baby fry love that.
yeah, I was thinking of a green water culture.
Hmm.
yeah.
I think I'm gonna do that in some time, and also I'm probably gonna feed the ostracods in here, the sea shrimp,
Nice.
to the babies and to the adults. I also have some microworms in here, which you told me last time that I should look out for because they can be harmful to my shrimp.
No, not microworms.
The planaria.
Planaria.
Uh
Yeah.
huh.
Yeah,
Right.
you've been able to
Planaria.
recognize them really easy. They got an arrow shaped head, and they're way larger.
Oh, that's the leeches, the
Yeah.
like leech things. Yeah.
Correct. Correct.
Oh, so there's no need to worry about that. Okay.
Right. Thank you, Daddy.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Very nice.
And also the beta is doing pretty well.
Yep.
Looks
What
great. Ah, bye.
I'm surprised.
Thank you, Daddy. I've got to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Thank
But
you
thank
so
Have a
much,
good
you.
evening.
Appreciated.
Rainey.
Actually, Squirt's got a question for you. I gotta run to the restroom. I'll be right back.
My 55 is due for Res Jar Goodies on Friday. Just got my scud balls. Gonna add them tonight. Do we do? Yeah, you can add them tonight. It doesn't really matter. Um, you don't need to wait. In fact, it'd probably be better if you put them in now because it'll give them a better chance to kind of acclimate themselves to the tank. So yeah, I would just go ahead and do that. Let's see what else is. Yeah, let me get over in YouTube. See where we're at. Blue Mint, Modern Razor. Are you still going to use dirt for the shell dwellers? Yes, I am. Um, and I know that they can be earth movers, but with a lot of shells and flat rock, plus a lot of hardscape, I expect to be able to control that. That's the plan anyway. Um, yeah, I will do. That's a good idea. I will do a video on setting up the shell dweller tank. We will do that. Who just popped in? Skort. Hi there.
Hello.
How are you? Look at this.
I'm doing good. How are you?
Nice, thank you. Looks lovely.
You said I could add them. I got them right here if y'all want to watch.
No, go for it.
All right. I'm gonna. Oh, let's not drop them. Gotta find a spot to put it. Actually, this will work. Downward view.
Ooh,
Let me get rid of the water there. My phone case is waterproof, so if it falls in, it's fine. You guys
right.
just might hear a little water. All right. All right. Let's do this. My scissors will cut.
I see bubbles. Are we looking down from the top? Obviously, we are.
Yep. Okay. Got the
Unless
bag open.
on the side of the tank.
All right.
There we go.
Here we go.
She's taking her time with it. All right. Nice. Look at that. How cool.
And there we go. We've got our first microfauna in the tank.
Right. Looking
Very
great.
exciting. I saw a scud run off, so that was cool.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh, there's a Daphnia up here.
Right.
Do you
Oh,
see the
that's
Daphnia?
awesome.
Oh, I
Yeah.
do.
Looking great.
How about that?
Oh.
Whoop. Trying them. Huh.
Yeah, they're trying to hunt.
Just a little bit too big.
Yep.
They got a bunch of stuff in there.
Yes, it does.
Fish got real interested, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they look like they were. I was thinking, Daphnia. Nah, they're too big.
They are
I
kind
have
of big.
baby.
Yeah.
I have baby Daphnia in one of my resurrection jars.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
And I've got plants from you, Father Fish, coming on Friday, supposedly.
Awesome.
wonderful.
So this is going to get more plants, and my 64 is going to get more plants.
Lovely. Yeah, we
Can't
just
wait to see it.
everything out today. So
I am excited. And also, I found some little stowaways in here recently, about 6 little snails.
Oh,
oh,
cool.
cool.
Yeah, so the way I figure is, well, they're cleaning at least.
Right.
Definitely. Yep, they're your friends. They're your cleanup crew.
Yes.
You won't have to scrub algae thanks to them.
Yeah, I want to get some neurites because I like those, and I've got 4 of them in my 64.
Oh,
Yeah,
neurites
like
are beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also, mystery snails are fun too. They're a little bit bigger, but they are a lot of fun.
that Rasbora got something in its mouth. I think it got a little scud.
Oh,
Hey,
probably
maybe
got it.
not.
Turned out.
That's fun.
Father Fish.
I love your tank. You're doing so well with it.
Thank
Okay.
you. I did it very by the Father Fish book. I have been referring to my little leaflet very consistently.
I love your hardscape with the bubbles coming up through it. That is beautiful.
That was actually inspired by somebody in the Discord. They had their bubbler hidden in their rocks, and I went, oh, that is the coolest thing ever. So now I do it in all my tanks.
That's a fun idea.
No, I hear you.
We've
Yeah.
got
Oh,
some golden pothos, some spider plants. I got 2 golden pothos and 2
Wow.
spider plants.
Looks great. I love
And
it.
that rock there is not supposed to be there, but I just haven't moved it yet.
Oh, I know how that goes. You got to do that to get the driftwood to stay
Check the
down.
pH.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a very acid tank.
That
That's
looks
about
great.
the only thing that would kill fish that
I
quickly.
think it's me watching the little rasboras. They're finding a bit of the microfauna and going munch, munch, munch.
Oh, they will. It's so fun to watch
The
fish in the
pH would be
natural fish
low.
tank.
It would be
It
acidic.
is. Oh.
What
We got
size?
one over here going after a Daphnia.
Oh, they will.
Okay. Put half a
They will go
teaspoon
after
of
them.
baking soda
That's some
in the tank.
fish right there.
My other 3 rasboras come out of quarantine
I'll be back
next
tomorrow.
Wednesday, so that'll be fun. They'll get some friends.
Oh, that will be. You're gonna have to come
Okay.
up Wednesday and show them
Okay,
off.
you betcha.
Will
All right.
do. And after that, I am planning on getting some platies.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Platies are always fun.
Yeah, there's this one platy at my local fish store that I want so bad. It looks like a cross between a Mickey Mouse platy and a Green Lantern platy.
Oh, cool.
It's like
Nice.
blue and it's got the Mickey Mouse stamp on its tail and it's got like little gold scales here and there.
Oh, that's gonna be a fun addition to your tank.
Nice.
And if you look back here, I do have a question. Back here in the back, these wisteria and some of the other plants, they're rooting from the top and reaching down into the sand. Is that normal or?
Sure. Stem plants do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything in here is doing pretty good so far. I do have a little bit of algae, but I was watching one of your videos today, Father Fish, and it said if there's stuff happening, let it happen.
Well, there you go.
That's it.
There's very little that goes on. That's really problematic.
Yeah. And I've been kind of honestly enjoying the little bit of algae. If you look kind of over here on this branch, you can see the
Right.
little bit of algae, and also a snail is on there.
That's right. It can be very beneficial.
Yes, it can.
Yeah.
But I'm loving this tank so far. I love falling asleep to the sound of the filter and the bubbles.
Nice.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Brand.
I let me tell you, Father Fish, I could never ever go back to the way I used to raise fish. This just seems right.
I know. Yeah. It is delightful, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Just,
And my mom might not always love my resurrection jars, but I have so much fun watching them.
right. You bet. Thank you,
Well,
Dad.
I'm gonna let someone else hop in, but it was fun to add the first microfauna with you guys,
Wonderful. You bet.
and I'm gonna get back in the chat.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Guess who's here?
Hey, NC.
It's your
Trouble.
favorite Plecomonger.
Right here in River City.
How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Good. How are you?
I've been off and on. Was sick today. Didn't go to school.
Oh,
Saturday.
no.
Yeah, I'm still having a little headache, but you know what? I have an announcement to make. You already made the announcement, but I just want to say it myself, you know.
All right.
But I just want to show you my Epistogramma borlei.
Nice.
Oh, look at that. Pretty fish.
These were made with the substrate.
I see that.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
This
Mhm.
one is the beta tank.
Those are cool.
Balance and balance.
Okay, let's just cut to the chase, shall we?
Go for it.
So I'm now on Aquabid,
Okay.
and I am selling some of my Pleco breeding groups.
Good for you.
This one's gonna be gone. This one's gonna be gone. So yeah, I have 2 of them listed on Aquabid right now. I'll post
How
them.
are they doing? Are they have you got bidders?
What? Not
Do you
yet.
have bidders on them? Are people bidding on them?
No, I just posted them like 2 hours ago. So I wanted to make
okay.
an announcement to people to, if they want plecos, go bid.
Nice.
Because it's made in this whole entire fish room. So I will post the links once I get out of your guys' hair. But if you guys in the chat or Father Fish or Dina want any plecos, go ahead, click the link and bid. It's a steal of a price.
Good job. I was on Aquabid years ago. In fact, it's really what got me back into the hobby back in the 90s, about 30 years ago. And I enjoyed it. I did it. I was shipping all over the world. We're shipping England, Germany, Hong Kong. I remember once I got a bid on a betta that was bid on in Thailand. And the fish came from Thailand, was shipped from Thailand to Florida, and then from Florida all the way back to Thailand.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice. Well, I just wanted to show you guys my fish that are up for grabs. In here we have a green, I'll show you on this one. We have a green dragon breeding pair, proven breeding pair.
Cool.
The reason I'm selling these guys is I just want to make space for the zebra plecos coming up, what else? The Wobbin Muster plecos coming up. So a lot of new projects, and I just want to make room for them.
Terrific.
And then the other one up for grabs is a Rio Paraguayan Ancestris.
Okay, cool.
So it's not a brown. If you look really closely, you can see little golden spots on it. So it's a Rio Paraguayan.
Huh.
I got that one up for grabs. It's a good pair, and I got the boxes ready. I'm doing a bunch of behind the scenes stuff in that crap of mess, and hopefully people here or people anywhere bid on my products, and I'll get them shipped out to you.
Sounds wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Steve.
Yep, of course. I'll go post the link, and if anyone's interested, go bid.
Feel better. Get better.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, Christy Whitefield.
Hello.
Hi there.
Pretty good. I'm doing all right. I had some guppies die, but I think it was like a genetic issue. But I've got new females in the tank that I went and got yesterday. And one of them's over here, hiding behind the floating plants. But it looks a little better, I think, than last week.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, it does. I love those guppies.
Right?
Nice.
So, amazingly enough, I got those males at Petco.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
But I thought they were gorgeous.
They're nice fish.
Let me see if I can get you guys a little closer here.
Man on them. Half black red tails. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I had my water tested for the first time yesterday because I took the dead guppies back, and they always want a water sample to make sure that it's not, your fault, But they said that my ammonia levels were so low that it was almost negligible. And I'm like, well, it's probably because I have so many plants in the tank.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But I just, I wanted to say thank you because this is one of the most gorgeous things ever.
That it is.
Well, it is lovely, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to get prettier.
Well, I put a couple of sponge filters in so that when I start that 75-gallon tank, it'll help it cycle.
Yeah.
So I've got different sponges and things like that I can swap over and squeeze out into the other tank or whatever.
Sure.
So I've got it all planned out.
Cool.
Anyway, another update that I did this week. Let me lift my tripod here. So I got some floating plants,
Mm-hmm.
but I know that floating plants don't like moving water. So I got some of these partition thingies.
Okay.
So I have this aerating the water as well as the stones or whatever. But that's also keeps the water from moving outside those so that the floating plants do well.
Nice.
And I've also had a mess of baby snails that came out yesterday. So I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me try to get you closer here. Hang on, let me. There's one of them on that leaf right there. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah, I see it.
But there's a whole bunch of baby snails.
Let me see
I don't
it
even
again.
think I've been able to count them all. But I think they're bladder snails, but I've also got some ram's horn snails in here somewhere too. So
Okay, so you know the difference. Okay.
yeah, I'm fairly certain that these are bladder snails. Well, I know that one's a bladder snail on the leaf there.
So that's a red thorn on the glass, correct?
What's that? Oh yeah, that's a ram's horn right there. Yeah. But I'm fairly certain that it's laid eggs too, because back here on a plant, I have a sack of eggs. And then up here on my money wart over here, right around here, I have a sack of eggs.
Oh, good. Okay.
So the guppies that died, my invertebrates are doing fine. I have snails wandering around and hiding in here somewhere. I have 4 amano, not snails, amano shrimp.
Yeah.
So I see them occasionally, but they like to hide. I never really see any more than 3 at one time though. And that's rare. But so my invertebrates are doing fine. And this guppy over here that just swam into the weeds over here is pregnant.
Oh, cool.
So I even got like I was using my spare 10-gallon tank to try and, I dumped my resurrection jar in there because there was some aeration and the jars were starting to stink. But then when I realized that she was pregnant, I realized that, I might want to separate them. So I got like a hang on the side breeder box by Fluval. And I actually even picked up, for the credit for the dead guppies, they gave me I got a new 10-gallon tank.
Wow.
Nice.
So this was on sale for $17.
Cool.
So if I wanted an extra place to keep my guppy fry, I have it until I set up the 75.
Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
That's what I like to do too, is separate them out. I don't always separate them out, but adding green water to that tank will really help the babies take off. You'll definitely want to get a green water culture started.
Yeah, I had heard that. I watched some different videos on the green water culture, and I did get some. Like I know that you can use crushed flake food. Like I have this this flake food here that I'm feeding them for now until I can grow some scuds. But I also bought some additional food that's supposed to come in tomorrow. That's like brine shrimp eggs or something like that maintain the protein or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're decapsulated, probably decap.
Right. I'm not sure. They had super high reviews and people seemed happy with it, so I went ahead and got it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
And
pretty good.
but I have no idea. Like I've watched 10 million videos on how to tell when a guppy is actually supposed to drop, and I know that she's going to go off and hide somewhere. But I'm just afraid that I'm going to go to bed one night and then she's going to go hide and I'm going to miss it.
Well, you never know.
Well, I mean, it won't be the only time.
And I've still got more guppies than I know what to do with.
It's a matter of being vigilant.
Yeah, it is.
Right. Well, Father Fish, I watched your video on line breeding, inbreeding, and selective breeding.
Yes.
And I may try to get some cool strains going. So like when they gave me a store credit, I was like, well, having another tank doesn't hurt,
Right.
So I figure I can take the two best colors I like and maybe put them in a tank together. So I'm eventually going to buy some more dirt and plants from you so that I can have a separate planted tank for my breeding tank.
Nice. And 10 is the perfect size for guppies.
Right. I know that you said you had a planted tank that was 10 gallons that you said you had like 50 guppies in.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, I appreciate you guys letting me pop on here and show you the difference because like I had some Salvinia minima come in and it's already doubled in mass on the surface. So it looks similar to last week, but I mean, even over here, I have, well, it's backwards on this, but I move the camera and it seems to move the opposite direction, but I have new plant growth right here, about a whole, I'd say inch worth of new plant growth on the end of my rotala over here. So everything's flourishing and it's so gorgeous. I wanted to say thank you.
Well, you're very welcome. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, I'm going to hop off here and let the next person get on.
Thanks,
It's looking
Christy.
great.
Nice to see you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.
And Vernon Miles has a question for you, Father Fish. The firemouth fry is now 1 week old. How do they have to be to pull them out and put them in their own tank? I pulled out some, but they aren't growing like the original tank.
I don't know. It's. I mean, there's no right or wrong. It's a matter of what you want to do and how many you want to try to raise up. Generally, the best way to do this when you have a fish like the Central American cichlids that have hundreds, sometimes thousands of babies at a time, is to take a small number of them, 10 or 20, and move them into a tank and just try to raise those. Because as they get bigger, you're going to find you got your hands full. You got a whole lot more fish than you want. But it'll give you a small enough number. You'll be able to go to a pet shop or a friend and be able to unload your extras. So don't try to raise every fish that is born. Leave them in the main tank, take out a few, and grow them up. Willie Bond, late but here. Nice.
Awesome.
Bruce Gaming, hello. West Virginia Mama, Kimberly. Nice to see you all.
That it is.
Dylan, you got a camera? There he is, trying. Dylan. Hi there. Can you hear us?
Yep, I hear you.
Tell us about your tank.
This has been running for over a year now.
Wow.
It somehow turned into.
What do you have in there? Java moths?
I think it's turned into hair algae, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's grown pretty weird.
Some kind of algae. Yeah. It's pretty, isn't it? It's like
is.
fur. like a furry rock.
Right?
And the guppy grass.
Mhm.
Fish seem to be happy about it.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
8
they do.
tetras in there. There's a molly in here somewhere. I don't know where it's at. It's a
Uh-huh.
shy one.
Well, hopefully it'll come out.
Ugh.
And I started this up here.
I like the pothos.
Oh, look at that. Taking hold.
Mm-hmm.
And this has turned into a no water change aquarium.
Awesome.
Since
Right.
September, there's been no water changes.
6 months, 7 months. Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. Looks
There's
nice.
the molly back there.
I'm sure not.
Yeah, there it is.
She got a gold.
That's a pretty one.
Ball. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I got a second tank across the room if y'all want to see it.
Sure.
There's been a black algae problem in this tank. I don't know how to get rid of black algae.
Once you start loving it, it'll die out. Trust me.
Right.
It's like I fell in love with mine, thought it looked so cool, and it wasn't 2 weeks, it was dead. Love kills it.
It's a perverse plant.
It really is.
I got a Placo right here.
That's a pretty one.
For a small size, it does pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Small 10-gallon tank.
Yep.
That's a nice tank.
And right over here is the 5-galloner.
Oh, nice. What you got it stocked with?
Two of these little ones.
Oh, they're pretty.
Did the same thing with the pothos.
Love it. It's looking great.
What was that, sorry?
It's looking great.
Yeah. There's a bunch of bladder snails in both the tanks.
Hey, that just means you won't have an algae problem too bad.
Right. Looking good, Dylan.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yabba dabba do.
Right?
Yabba dabba do. So, the book.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't it. Where'd the book go?
There it is.
There it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The book is at the printer. It is at the printer. And we expect to have copies by June at the earliest.
That's gonna be nice.
So far, no reason to believe it'll take much longer than that. But we're into we just went through our second audit. So about the fourth or fifth rewrite. It's just a brilliant book. It just, it's once it gets published, I think if it gets ignored, it'll be because there are way too many completely ignorant people in the world.
You got a point there.
Really. It's a brilliant book.
That it
And I
is.
can say that because I had very little to do with its writing. There was a group of people who wrote it. I have a few small entries. I think I wrote the preface which is probably the weakest part of the book. It's wonderful and amazing.
Mhm.
Danios from Chechnya says, my great pond snails bred by the hundreds. Now it's more controlled, but I haven't had an algae problem. Well, there is that.
That's it.
What is this one? Liana. Okay, let me tell you a little trick about coolie loaches. If you want to breed them, you need to make a little pile of small rocks in one place in the tank, in a corner, whatever. A nice sized pile of small rocks that they can get into and be able to nest in, that the fish won't be able to follow them in and eat their babies.
Mm-hmm.
So make a little pile of rocks and you will, for long, have baby tulies.
Mm-hmm.
Mandarin goby, one of my all-time favorite fish. It's a modern razor. Did I give you a wrench? I did. And it's taking perhaps ever to get it.
Yeah, it's been a little bit slow today.
Yeah, somebody else. Mandarin goby, new to the channel.
Welcome.
And moderator. I used to keep my mandarins in a 4 foot, 4 foot by 8 foot tray. And two of them. They were about 12 inches deep. And they were made out of plexiglass. And they were 4 foot wide and 8 feet long with substrate and live rock, loaded with live rock, and a lot of corals and other things in there. But I kept mandarin in there, and the mandarin spawned for me several times. I had baby mandarin. Absolutely amazing. And they were very, very hardy. I was just kind of amazed, really impressed with how well those babies did. I think I sold every one of them. It's not an expensive fish, but it's a stunningly, stunningly beautiful fish that is really pretty easy to raise. The only issue is it absolutely requires live food. You have to have culture in order to keep them really healthy. But amazing, amazing fish. Nice to have you here, Mandarin Kobe.
Definitely.
Would it be possible for Father Fish to add a channel in the Discord where people can promote their stores? Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll tell you what, we'll bring it up.
Yeah, Maeve should know if it's possible.
Yeah, I'll talk to Maeve about it.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the other folks. We have tried to avoid doing that, but I understand what you're saying, and I think we've got some people who have done really quite well selling on Discord, kind of informally, not really promoting, but simply talking about what they're doing and how it's going, and people are kind of naturally interested. So, if you post pictures of bettas that you're raising, you're going to have people ask you if they can buy them. It just kind of normally happens. Crushed snail meat gets Corey's frisky. Will Bond has never been to Discord. Well, you need to check it out.
Definitely. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Do I suggest a canister for a 75? It really depends on what you've got in the tank. If you need pretty high turnover because you have a tank with a lot of fish in it, then I would say, yeah, it's beneficial. And I've got several tanks that have canister filters, larger tanks. What tank size for Gardner on Killies? You can keep them in anything. Killifish, people keep killies in 1 gallon tanks typically. They'll put a pair in a 1 gallon tank and then collect the eggs out of it. But it doesn't require any kind of size at all. I have a tetra with an orange spot growing on its side. What should I do? Take pictures.
Definitely.
Document. And come on over on Discord and share it. We may be able to help you figure out what it is. Real size of a 3-month guppy fry. In 3 months, a guppy should be big enough to breed. It should be mature. If yours are not, then you're not feeding them the right food. You're feeding them something that really does not have any nutritional value. It's not that you're not feeding enough. It's that you're not feeding anything like a quality food. Baby brine shrimp are one of the best foods, but micro worms are perfect for baby guppies, and we'll get them in a growth spurt in that first couple of weeks. That'll get them up to a 1/4 of an inch in 2 weeks. So will baby brine shrimp. Their live food for baby fish is irreplaceable. Absolutely, hands down. And brine shrimp are among the most effective, as are microworm. Those two are the absolute staple of the fish farming community. That's what professionals feed their baby fish. People who raise them by the hundreds of thousands. And I start a resurrection jar from leaves from a marsh. No better place to do it from, JJ. No better at all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would not feed. Say you're feeding, it says 49% protein, but that could easily be 50% filler. I would not feed any kind of prepared food to baby fish.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would just never do it. They require live food. It's not an option. It's a requirement. I put fancy guppies in my tadpole ponds to eat mosquito larvae. Yep. Yep. And then feed a curry. A curry's pretty good food. But see, once you get them past that, out of the juvenile stage, then you're really good to go. Then it becomes a maintenance issue. Prior to that, it's a growth issue. And if they're not growing at a natural rate, then they're going to be stunted. They're going to be unhealthy. They're never going to breed for you. And they may never even mature. They also won't have the color they should. So always, always, always feed baby fish live food. There is no alternative to it. It is what every baby food in the wild, every baby fish in the wild eats. Every single fish that is born in the world, other than in people's fish tanks, is eating live food in the first several months of its life, if not forever. Do I know how to culture spirulina? I love it. I do. It takes a laboratory to do it. And frankly, I don't think it's worth it. I have a friend who is a world-class breeder, one of the top breeders in the country. And he says that spirulina is worthless as a food.
Wow, that's good to know.
I've never gone that far, but that's his claim, that it has, it simply has mineral content. It's good to feed brine shrimp. Brine shrimp will thrive on it, but it doesn't contain animal protein, and baby fish require animal protein. It's an algae. It's not really a proper food for a baby fish. Good for Daphnia, absolutely. Yeah. Any kind of microfauna are going to thrive on it, but they are what need to be fed to the baby fish, not the spirulina. So it's a matter of having things lined up, if you will.
Oh, it looks like we got Dean.
Oh, Dane popped in. Hi, Dane.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Figure while y'all had some downtime, I'd just kind of jump in and show off my tank again.
Oh, look at this. Complete with his painted golf ball.
I like that.
Yeah, it's the weirdest rock I've ever seen. It's green when it's out of the water. You put it in the water and it turns blue and pink. I've never seen a rock do that.
Fun, isn't it? Yeah. Some kind of mineral. Pretty neat. Pretty tank.
I got some new plants in here. Got a little different color, so that's one of the new additions there.
Cool.
And got some. My babies are growing. They're getting bigger.
They're looking good.
Yes, they are.
And most all the plants in here came from you, so this is
a copa.
Yeah.
My 25-year-old tank is full of bacopa. and it has evaporated down more than halfway. So there's this enormous stand of bacopa growing up out of the water, half
cool.
filling the tank. I got to get it over here and do some work on it.
I still have this one piece here that's blooming off of the bottom, so I'm waiting on it.
Bacopa. I mean, yeah. My brain's not working. Bulb, the bulb plant.
A Pottangian? Is that it? No, that's not is it? Is it?
It's a bulb plant.
No, right there.
You got so many babies in there.
Yeah, they've done really well. And snails everywhere, which is good.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Thank you.
A busy tank.
Trying to keep some semblance of organization through it. So it's
Yeah, right.
It's looking good.
Thank y'all. Again, I appreciate you. This is, without the two of you, I would have never done this.
You bet. Thank you, Dean.
Glad we can get you into it.
All right, I'm gonna hop off.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Love you. Bye. He's doing really good.
That's Dina's husband, for
Mm-hmm.
those of you who are not in the know.
Yep. That's my husband. Finally got him into fish keeping, and he's doing really good with it.
Let's see. Yes, he is. Oh, need to get down.
That's contagious. Look.
I know. I'm sitting here yawning away. Spirulina tastes good.
I've never tried eating it.
It's got a lot of minerals.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mainly its value. It's a culture, a species of algae from the high alkaline lakes in the Andes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I'd have never
And
thought it
it's
would
been
come from there.
cultured. It's been cultured in labs, and it's called. I mean, what you buy now, it's all cultured.
Mm-hmm.
It's not harvested from the Andes, but that's where it originates.
That's pretty cool.
And as such, it's highly acidic water, which breaks down minerals and is therefore a highly mineralized plant.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it's bitter.
I've never actually tried it.
Europe at a convention. You know, Father Fish would love to do that. I would love to do that. That would be an absolute kick. I probably could get invited to speak at a convention in Germany before I could get an invitation to speak at the Keystone Clash.
Right.
Funny stuff.
That it is.
Let's see. Got outside tanks for the Daphnia. Oh, that's cool. Try to get a 55 salt. Doesn't need to be salt for shrimp. Not at all. In fact, the harder it is, generally the better. Unless you're trying to do some of the high color shrimp, and they're more saltwater shrimp. The Caradina. But Neocaridina is a hardwater shrimp.
Yeah, I've got really hard water, and Neocaridina shrimp do perfect for me.
They do real well, yeah.
Mhm.
Caridina. Well, that's I don't guess that's what you're doing. Well, that would make sense.
Right?
If we feed them Artemia after 3 months, it will help absolutely.
Mhm.
But get some new ones and feed the new ones out.
Mandarin Goby has a really good
Kelly
question.
Sophistigrama. And yeah, I'm doing a Tanganyika Town tank. Does tannins have antibacterial and antifungal properties? Yeah, it does. It's not by any stretch a major indicator. It's more like a tonic
That makes sense.
than it is. It really is not medicinal, but it would tend to help maintain a healthy environment.
Mhm.
I'm getting everybody yawning here.
Hey, it happens. It's contagious.
Really. Is crinum any good? I like it. It's a really pretty plant. It's not hard to grow in a dirted tank. It's pretty easy to grow in a dirted tank. Ah. Emily Pajot.
Mhm. Matt 3's got an interesting observation.
Yeah.
He says, my shrimp are still producing and hiding in the leaf litter, even with my betta constantly hunting them.
Yeah. That's the real benefit of having a food web. If it's deep enough, it will protect the culture.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
it won't all get eaten up.
Mhm.
And there will be enough culture for it to be able to not just survive, but thrive.
Mhm.
Love watching my plants pearling.
Me too.
How does it oxygenate the water? On its way up, it's dissolving. And you've got a steady stream. So there is dissolving going on continuously with a stream of very, very fine bubbles. May only be 1% or 10% that actually dissolve on the way up, but it's cumulative. So, that means it adds up
Right?
for the real Indic crowd. How are we doing time wise here?
Actually, it's 7:45.
15 minutes. We can do 15. I can do 15 minutes.
Sounds
Fall
good.
asleep and be entertaining.
We'll get a better night's rest tonight, hopefully.
Shirley is here.
Hey, Shirley.
Right there. Look at that. Hi, Shirley.
Hi. I wanted to show you my beta sorority.
Oh, cool.
8 betas in.
Nice.
And there seems to be nipping anybody. I put the little elevator in there so they can go above the tank and look around.
That's cool.
The
That's
sparkling
fun.
gouramis.
Look at that. An
And then
elevator.
got a bunch of floating plants. Yeah, the elevator.
A sky. What's it called? Whatever. Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They
How
like
do you
it.
have it attached? That's pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
Just had to show you guys. I've been feeding them tadpoles because they've all hatched out there in my pond.
Oh.
All right.
And it's fun to watch them catch them all and run all over the tank.
Really? What kind of
yeah.
Just a little green, like, I think they're just tree frogs or something.
Oh, all right. Well, that's a nice frog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
outside there's just, we have the pond out there, so I got them from out there. It's my
Neat.
all natural shrimp tank with grown some snails.
Gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous.
That
I
it
got it in the
is.
sun, but I put a towel behind it so it's not too much.
It's looking great.
Yeah.
I've got two of my tanks in a window too. Is it north facing, south facing, west facing?
Oh, this one's north, I believe.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And then I got my little tank over here, SpongeBob tank.
That's cute.
Oh, it's reflection, but those fish with the sparkly eyes or the blue eyes.
Yeah.
I got some of those the other day. They're super cool.
Oh, cool.
And then, of course, the show off, the electric blue. They kind of have the same blue, so their eyes glow, and then he has that same glowing color.
That's nice.
So I asked you earlier, like, about this thing on my Tetra. So these are the Tetras, and it has that weird orange spot on him. I don't know what that is, but I'm kind of worried. Should I just take them out?
Well, I don't know. See how close you can get. I don't see it yet.
Okay. Oh, it's very bright. Let's see.
Oh, I don't really see it.
Yeah, I can't see it either.
Yeah.
You definitely need to get a close-up picture and put it on
Okay,
the
I'll try to
Discord.
get some pictures.
Yeah, that will really definitely help.
Yeah. I'll do that. Yeah, I'm kind of worried because there's a lot of fish in here.
Oh,
and I don't want
absolutely.
something starting
Really?
because it's a 60 gallon. I got a bunch of stuff in here. I was going to move out some of the fish, but I'm worried.
You're right. If it's something that you're concerned about, take them out.
Yeah.
Put them in a separate container for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, you know, it's always a good idea, particularly when
Okay.
you see something you don't really know what it is.
Yeah.
There's no
And then
advantage to waiting.
treat it kind of thing. Okay.
Well, you
But the
let
bristlenose,
just separate it until you figure out what it is.
what it is. Okay. Yeah, and then the pleco ate all the plants in here.
Oh, no.
He's eaten up all the plants. I just put this one in, and he's already finished it off.
Who's doing that? The snail?
There and let it grow. It's an orange bristlenose pleco.
Oh, yeah. I've had that happen.
Do I just leave the plants in there and let them do their thing, or?
Yeah, you can remove the chewed up plants if you want. It depends how much it bothers you.
Okay.
There is new growth. You can
I just-
see new growth.
Yeah.
So it's only
Okay.
the old leaves that they're eating. They're not typically not eating the new leaves. Although
Okay.
it does happen.
Yeah, even the mother plant. It's been going after the mother plant.
Yeah.
I'm like, oof.
You might want to take them out if it gets
All right, I
ridiculous.
got one more. Okay. I got my electric blue Akara tank. Oh, I can't see the reflection. There we go. And the blood parrots.
Beautiful.
Say hi, guys. But the
Kara,
male keeps getting that Popeye thing.
yeah. Oh, really? Who's got Popeye? Oh, I see it.
Blue Akara, the male.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
see it.
Yeah,
Give
this
him
is
a
the
salt,
third time he's gotten it.
yeah, give him a salt bath. Take him out and give him a salt bath.
Okay.
You got a formula on
Okay.
Discord.
Try to put mostly rocks in here because they just move everything around. They do what they want.
I know.
They will.
But those guys are pretty funny. They just bonk into each other and mess up the tank.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, blood parrots are
Oh,
so
and then
beautiful.
yeah, they're pretty. I got my two plecos. I didn't mean to put both in here, but they ended up in here. I don't have another big tank they can't go in.
Mm-hmm.
We got one more big one. Hold on, so you don't get dizzy. This is my mature tank with Grammies. See if I can get out of the sun.
Huh.
But I just added leaf litter, and they've been doing really good. They like to hide in the leaf litter, so that's cool.
That
Right.
is.
What's your biggest one? How big
I
is your
think he's
biggest
about 7 inches. Here he's one of the signals coming out.
Oh, cool.
Decent size. Yeah,
Mhm.
6, 7, yeah.
one? Okay.
Doing good. Nice to see you guys. Talk to you. Thanks for letting me share.
Thank you, Shirley.
And
Enjoyed
they're
it.
all Father Fish style.
Awesome.
All right,
Appreciate
thank
you.
you.
Bye-bye.
Keep us updated.
Bye.
Bye.
Frank is here. Hey, Frank.
Hey, Father, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I hope you're well.
Well, I'm better and better.
Yeah, that's good. Well, let's look at some fish, I guess, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
So I think I got to turn the camera, huh?
That'll work.
Is it up?
That's perfect.
That always helps.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, so I put some new
Angels.
fish in, and that
Nice.
just happened today. But
Look at that.
yeah. So they're eating a little food I made today. The Rapashi gel food, which
Okay.
yep, they're taken right to that. And I was on last year. Can you see okay?
Look at these plants. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a
Beautiful.
lot going on. Some of them have gone about 10 times the
What
size.
size tank is that?
That's a 280 Father Fish.
Wow.
That's
The
impressive.
schooling is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That can really happen in a big tank.
Yeah.
You
But
can't do that in a small tank.
Yeah, exactly. I think scale is everything.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I was glad to see that they acclimated real good and
They look great.
Yeah, Yeah, I think they do look good and took to the acclimation real good. So
How long's that tank been set up?
So, Father, the shrimp went in September of last year.
Okay.
That was the last time I was on your show.
Right.
So it's been almost 7 months since the tank has been fallow, I guess, other than that.
the plants are magnificent.
Yeah,
Yes, they are.
they're doing real good. But these are things that are easy to grow, like Crips and Javas and Anubias and so on. But they've taken off, and that
Well, easy for you.
pennywort in the back and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not easy, but
They're full plants, though. They're beautifully developed.
yeah,
Yes, they
some of
are.
them are really
That's
big.
the real joy of the crib, that it gets like that.
It was unexpected, to be honest, because I've never had a Crip grow that big before.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, we got some.
What is the schooling fish?
The rummy nose.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah.
Okay. Hopefully you can see him. Yeah. Yep.
I love the way they're schooling.
Yeah, schooling real good. Going to
Yeah,
school.
they are.
Yep. Well,
So you do not have a lot of fish in that tank.
No, not the plan either. I think these fish will grow out pretty big. There's only there's only 10 angels in there, and they'll grow to a good size anyways.
Oh yeah.
I had to make a decision about, because I did want this to be a discus
You got your
tank.
thumb in front of your camera.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
I did want this to be a discus tank, and I did. I finally decided that it wasn't going to go that route, and now I can keep lower temperatures, and I can keep angels, and I can keep shrimp, and I can keep whatever really I want within the same price.
You know what you could add to it would be Epistos or German blue rams.
Yeah, the blue rams would be pretty interesting, and they wouldn't upset.
They're discreet. They stay on the bottom, and they're just very interesting animals. They would do quite well.
Yeah, I'm just focusing the camera in on them eating the nice food I made today with my own hands. That's the glory of it. So I watched a few of your videos and some others about Daphnia culturing, because the pond in my backyard is probably just starting to come to life.
Right.
And I know I have some oak leaves out in that pond, and I'd like to get a resurrection jar together.
Well, if you got a pond, you need to get a fine mesh net and harvest right out of the pond, which you can feed directly to the tank.
Yeah. So if I did decide to do that, like, what are the downsides?
What's the downside?
Well,
you might get your feet wet.
No, that's all right. But just the introduction of maybe things I don't want.
No,
no,
I would not say so.
Okay.
The angels will make quick work of anything a little larger. And as they get bigger, that'll be even more true.
So,
but I really think you need more fish. You don't need big fish, but you need something inhabiting those planted areas. And rams would be a good choice, or Epistos.
Well, we'll look at maybe some Epistogrammas, or maybe those rams that I've thought about. So
yeah,
that would be good.
I think you would be happy with them.
Yeah. All right.
Very nice, wonderful tank.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, Father, and God bless you, and I hope you stay well.
Thank you so much. Good to have you up, Frank.
Thank you, Father.
Love your tank.
Thank you.
That's nice.
Thank you, Dina. Bye.
Bye. That's definitely a nice tank. It looks like it's 8:01.
I think we're there, aren't we?
I think so.
Right.
Love my
There you go.
I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Love being
When
here.
the sunlight shines upon
Wonderful.
them and the colors begin to glow, I am drawn
Here all
into
night.
a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found a peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Good night, good night, good night.
Good night, everyone.
So tomorrow night, 7 o'clock to 7 Aquarium. That'll be great fun. Tomorrow night, see you then.